Did I do wrong? Where did I go wrong? My family and I don't deserve this kind of disaster because we have always been cautious in all we do. Why are we the ones to suffer loss because of another person's error? It was a warm Wednesday afternoon, August 10, 2011, in Ibadan, Oyo State, Nigeria. The sun was high, casting its bright rays over the city. For us, it was supposed to be a day of quiet joy and celebration. Just 5 days ago, my wife gave birth to our beautiful baby girl after over 2 years of marriage and waiting. Our home was filled with the joy of a newborn, the gentle coos and cries echoing through our small apartment. My mother-in-law and sister-in-law had come to stay with us, helping out as we adjusted to life with our new addition. I came back from Lagos same day about 11 a.m. with my immediate younger brother Tunji and Abraham, his friend. They both joined to celebrate our newborn baby, whose naming ceremony coming up in 2 days. Around 12 p.m., Tunji and Abraham left home to popular Egbeni market in Ibadan to get drinks and other stuff in preparation for the ceremony. My wife almost immediately left home to a nearby hair salon to prepare her hair. My mother-in-law and sister-in-law were at home, while the baby was sleeping. Suddenly, people started shouting "Fire, fire" from outside. My mother-in-law carried our newborn baby and my sister-in-law rushed out of our apartment. A passerby who knew my wife told her at the nearby hair salon that her apartment is on fire, the home she left less than an hour ago. She confusedly rushed back home, met her mother, baby and her sister downstairs and saw our apartment on fire. She called me on my phone immediately, and I should return back home as soon as possible because our apartment is on fire. We drove back home troubled. When we got to our street, the crowd had gathered, neighbors and sympathizers trying to put off the fire. My wife, baby, my mother-in-law and sister-in-law, all downstairs safe. My heart skipped a beat when I saw thick black smoke billowing from the apartment next door. Our neighbor had recently moved out, leaving behind a few belongings. It seemed an electrical spark had ignited the fire. My brother Tunji and I struggled with the fire and thick black smoke to gain access to our apartment to salvage my wife and academics, our company documents, valuables and cash. Quickly, we were able to rescue them. Smoke was already filling the corridor, making it hard to breathe. We stumbled down the stairs, coughing and choking on the acrid fumes. When we finally made it outside, we joined a group of neighbors who had also fled their homes. Neighbors had called the fire emergency services. There's a fire at an apartment building. Please, send help quickly. The firefighters arrived within minutes, but the fire had already spread rapidly. The flames consumed our apartment, reducing everything we owned to ash and rubble. We watched in horror, helpless, as our home was destroyed. Our neighbors gathered around us, offering words of comfort and support. Some brought blankets and water, while others helped console my wife, who was in tears, holding our baby girl close. Hours later, when the fire was finally extinguished, the firefighters confirmed what we already knew. Our apartment was completely burnt down. We were devastated, but grateful that we had all escaped unharmed. In the days that followed, the reality of our loss sank in. We had lost everything: our clothes, our furniture, our cherished memories. But in the midst of our grief, we found strength in each other and in the kindness of our community. Friends, family and even strangers came forward to help us. They offered us a place to stay, clothes and essential items to get us through the tough times. Their generosity was overwhelming and gave us the courage to start rebuilding our lives. As if losing our home wasn't enough, during the chaos, my wife, overwhelmed by the stress and exhaustion, fainted and had to be rushed to the hospital, with the added worrying for her health. Our stress levels soared. Fortunately, she recovered quickly, but the hospital bills added another burden to our already heavy load. As I sat down at the hospital reception, I started asking myself, did I do wrong? Where did I go wrong? My family and I don't deserve this kind of disaster because we have always been cautious in all we do. Why are we the ones to suffer loss because of another person's error?
What did I do wrong? Where did I go wrong? My family and I don't deserve this kind of disaster because we have always been cautious in all we do. Why are we the one to suffer loss because of another person's error? So many people ask these same questions. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This story is a true life story and in fact my personal experience. So many of such occurrences has destroyed and devastated people's lives. We were lucky to come out alive. Many were not that lucky and lost their lives in such a disaster that they knew nothing about. Now, to avert such occurrences, these are steps to take when any occupant is evacuating an apartment. 1. The vacating occupant should ensure the switching off of all switches in the apartment when leaving, and also make sure to switch the main electric control of the apartment off. Likewise, all the water taps should be turned off, including the main tap bringing water into a particular apartment. 2. The remaining tenant in the adjoining or connected apartment should make sure the property managers come for inspection immediately if any occupant moves out, to check the vacant property for any impending danger. Ensure all the electricity sockets and switches are switched off and all water taps are turned off. 3. The property managers should promptly go for inspection immediately any tenant moves out of any property in their care, to check the vacant property for any impending danger. Ensure all the electricity sockets and switches are switched off and all water taps are turned off. Prevention is better than the cure, they say. Please share this video to help save lives. Help prevent such devastating and avoidable occurrences. And don't go without clicking the like button on this video. Subscribe and activate notification if you have not, so as to be notified when I drop another life-saving video. Thank you for watching and see you in my next video.